Good day, family. Okay, like I'm going to show you on how I detect the market direction before the event occurs. It's not really something which is really big though, but then it's really important for you to keep it to yourself, like to be discreet about it, because if ever like you don't become like discreet, or maybe you share it, there's a high possibility that the brokers can know that there are a lot of people who know about their strategy, and if ever they do know, then if ever like you place a buy or a sell before the event occurs, let's say maybe 2 minutes or 1 minute before the event occurs, there's a high possibility that they increase their spread like abnormally, or they give out like a spike first before the event starts. So okay, back to business. This is how I predict like the market direction before the event occurs. This thing works like 95%, like it has 95% accuracy. Okay, cool. We have this event right here. We have manufacturing PMI on GBP. If ever the previous is bigger than cons, then it's a sell. It's a sell. It's a pure sell. And okay, if ever previous, let's say previous, I'm looking for an event which is less than, I'm looking for an event which has okay, fine, sweet. We have this event right here. ADP previous is 178k and cons is 180. So this one is going to be a buy. This one is going to be a buy. So if ever like the previous is less than cons, then it's a buy. If ever like the previous is bigger than cons, then it's going to be a pure sell. Simple. So since like we only trade like events which are really big, like events which we are really very sure about their big movements, like first one is manufacturing PMI. Manufacturing PMI, it's a sell. Construction PMI, previous is bigger than cons, it's a sell too. Services PMI, previous is bigger than cons, it's a sell again. Though I don't trade this one, but then it's a nice example for a buy. ADP, non-farm employment change on USA. Okay, previous is less than cons, previous is less than forecast, so it's going to be a buy, though the movement is going to be small. Yeah, fine. Okay, let's go to employment change, the sweetest and amazing event. Employment change, okay, previous is negative 7.5 and cons is 17.5, so this is going to be a big buy. It's going to be a big buy. Yeah, like yeah, if if ever like the actual is going to be like way much different than the cons, then that's where like a person can be able to hold like the trade. But then if ever like it doesn't happen like that, then you just have to close like your trade within seconds, 30 seconds, or maybe if ever like you are late or maybe you held longer, then I can say that maybe you held for 1 minute. Okay, fine. But then I really prefer to hold only 30 seconds or less. 30 seconds or less. Okay, let's move to NFP, non-farm payrolls. This one is going to be a pure sell. A pure sell. The previous is bigger than cons. The previous is bigger than cons. So if I were like the actual comes out less than 190k, it means that like it's going to be way more. And since like it's two events, it's unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls. So unemployment rate, if ever like it increases here, let's say, since like it doesn't show whether it's going to be a buy or a sell here, it doesn't really show. So the difference about this event, comparing it to others, is that this is unemployment rate. If ever the actual of unemployment rate is bigger than cons, then it means that it's a pure sell. It's more like the percentage of unemployment rate is increased, so that decreases the economy, like it downgrades it actually, I can say. Yeah, so if ever like this one becomes bigger and this one's become like less, then it's going to be a real sweet sell. But then the event which really controls everything when it comes to this whole part, it's non-farm payrolls. So non-farm payrolls is the one which we have to focus on whenever you're detecting the market direction of an event. If ever there's an event which shows previous and cons as they are the same, and more likely, like an example on this one, GDP. Okay, sweet. It's like this. We have these two events at the same time. Okay, GDP 01 again. So previous is bigger than, actually previous is still the same as cons, and also on the G.O.A event here, it's still the same. So it's going to be a pure sell. Like GDP, it was less